Now here we are.
We're here?
We're alive. Yeah.
All right. We're live. Welcome to another edition of Live Feed Reads. I'm Paul Reed, your host, with the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson, Jason Crawford.
Yep.
We have a special edition of Live Feed Reads today. Yesterday at the office, of course, y'all have seen Millie, but she's my Australian Shepherd back here eating the bone. Well, I was walking her yesterday, and as I do, just let her out, and she piddles around, and for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, but
Sorry.
a little squirrely decides to rear its ugly head. And I know a lot of people don't know the office, but right, the cars are right behind me in the parking and so forth. And not far away is Lumsden, the street. Well, we always hang a right, go to the back, never been an issue. But yesterday, the little squirrel comes out from the cars and starts heading towards the street. And Millie Light, by the way, Millie Light Reed, decides to chase it.
Yeah.
And I panic. It's quick, bam. 1 minute I'm sitting there, watching the sun bake, and the next thing I know, I see Millie and her ears perk up,
Yeah.
bolt towards the road,
She
and I see
gone.
this little squirrel. And so I have cameras out, on the outside of
Yeah.
the building. One happened to be right there. So Jason, without further ado, is going to go ahead and show you this, and then we'll talk about it from a premises liability standpoint. Roll tape, Jason.
All right, here we go. Let's get
Now this is regular speed.
normal speed. Here we go. It's starting.
Okay.
Yeah, there goes the squirrel right up underneath the. Yeah. And for a couple of seconds, I was watching this like, what? What are you sending me, Paul? What is this? And then, boom, squirrel's gone. There you go. Boom, like lightning. And that may be too fast for everybody, so I got a slower version of just the fall. This is a.
That one's showing me going ass over elbows.
Yep, yep. And then if you'll indulge me for just a second, I made a
Yeah,
a
now
little
this
something
I
special.
literally just saw this 2 seconds ago, and I was crying.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the end.
You get up
Well,
and you give him, you point.
If you can't see the bruising and the bleeding.
Yeah, are you okay? I'm laughing my ass over here, but
Back's a little sore here on the right side. Elbow's a little sore.
yeah, you took a
Other than
tumble.
that, I am unharmed.
All right.
If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was pretty funny, Leanne, and I showed it to her. And we sat there and cried for 20 minutes laughing at it, slow motion, backing it up. It was a
Brian
tumble.
Staley says you're not as
You
agile
gotta
as you
understand,
used to
at
be.
any given time, there are 30 or 40 cars backed up,
Yeah.
right outside our office. I don't know who saw that, but somebody did. And they got to be thinking, what in the world did I just
Yeah.
see? And that's what they saw, ladies and gentlemen. So just real quickly, Jason, certainly, since I own the building, by way of a premises liability case, I would be relegated to workers' compensation. I would not be able to bring a claim against me or Reed and Reed, but I would that would be an on-the-job injury.
Yeah.
Possibly, I guess they may say you were walking your dog. It had nothing to do with work, but I wouldn't file a claim anyway. I'm not that hurt, but it's
Okay.
possible that would be your recourse. Now, if someone else, let's say you would come over and I asked you to walk the dog,
Yeah.
and I did not provide you with a leash to do so, and then let's say you were significantly injured, well, certainly I think you'd have a claim against our what do you call it, business policy. Now, if I had said, well, here's a leash, you need to make sure she's on that leash, and for whatever reason, didn't use the leash or took her off the leash, then you would have had a tough road to hoe. Now, we really didn't put this out just for premises liability, but try to tie it into our litigation or legal theme. And so just be careful. Even somebody walking your dog can go south very quickly. And we have had cases where the dog walker is walking the dogs around the neighborhood. A little kid comes up on a leash. The dog walker lets the kid come over and pet the dog. And you know what happens, Jason? Dog bites the kid.
Nom nom.
So you would be responsible as the dog owner for that bite, that attack. So you do have people walk your dog. You may want to make sure that you instruct them. Hey, look, I know I have a dog. I know it doesn't bite, but do me a favor. Keep everyone away from the dog, just so this doesn't happen. Because dogs are used to me, or used to you, the owner,
right,
family. But they may even be used to the dog walker. But in a situation where the dog walker and you bring a third party into it, that dog just may be protective, may freak out, may not know what to do, versus if you're there saying no, so anyway, that was kind of I just thought it was hilarious. And I think that's
nothing like a little self-deprecation to make a nice PSA.
Yeah, like I said, when the time comes you can't laugh at yourself, then I don't know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. But
You're probably just
thought it was hilarious.
Dude, that was funny. I'm glad you're okay though, because it did look like a pretty rough spill.
Oh, dude!
Especially for a man who just had a birthday.
It happened in a split second, and just see that was a.
You got up quick.
That was
I gotta say.
Well, I didn't know Millie was gonna run in the street. That was a Tupperware container full of little dog bones. That you see, I'm tripping and falling.
She's scarfing them up.
She's still running. I gave her the bomb right in front of her, and that's when she turned tail and ran. So that was damn quick thinking. Like, I'm falling and I'm not gonna be able to get up. Boom! Through the container. The container did break. We did salvage the bones. Really
spiked it like a football
as we speak. And so anyway, I thought that was a little different, a little funny. Something to bring to the old live feed reads, because it cracks me up every time. And in fact, I'm gonna forward this one you did to friends and family, because it was funny.
I'll put it online as well so people can watch it and share.
Tampa Bay lawyer walks dog, probably go viral.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll put it up.
Other than that, it's still hot. It's still Florida.
Yeah. Heat advisory, I think, yesterday.
Shit. It's 90 degrees in Bemidji. Who needs a weatherman? It's going to rain somewhere. Yeah. And once in a while, there's going to be a hurricane in November. I mean, that's what it is in Florida.
You're not wrong.
And I don't care.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, what any weatherman says, that's the weather report until October. All right. Well, we're going to do short and sweet. That was about 10 minutes. We're going to take us out. And we will, God willing, we will see you next week here on Live Feed Reads. Yeah. And, take us out, Jason.
All right, you got it.